we would like to ask some of the questions where it is useful for our students, ma'am. The first, why don't you try? He said, like, why don't you try QPSC? I just scrolled up the list. I was searching for my name. Actually, it was in first rank. So I felt like just I closed my mobile because mostly I did not clear. I thought. Then later one of my friend called. Oh, yours is in the list, and you are first rank. This is Dr. Prasil Kayas, ELC Department, KLS VDIT Achievers. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome you all to this special interaction with the remarkable achiever, Mrs. Rashmi Jakati, a KS topper, our proud alumni of KLS VDIT Achievers and Tahsildar in Katwad, an inspiring example of dedication and determination. Today, we have the privilege of interacting with her to understand not just her success, but also the journey behind that success. For our student, this interaction is a valuable opportunity to gain practical insights and inspiration from someone who has successfully walked the path. Let us warmly welcome Mrs. Rashmi Jakati and begin this inspiring conversation. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. Being a student of VDIT, a old student of VDIT, addressing the current students, it gives me an immense pleasure. So let me give you a small introduction about me. Myself, Rashmi Jakati. I was born and brought up in a small village, Belagavi Taluk, Gajpati. So my parents are both are teachers. So they have given me a good education. My parents, they have only they have three children, and that too we are only girls. They don't have sons. So my parents have given a good education. So I feel very much thankful to my parents actually for giving me so much good education. So I studied from 1 to 5th in government primary school. Then later I gave a entrance exam to science school. So I cleared in a merit. I studied there from 6 to 10. Then I studied PUC Science in JSS College, Dharwad. Then after that, I took a seat in VDIT Halyar. So I think it was a rural institute that time, and it has been there is a drastic change when we studied and for current situation. So actually, very grateful to Kulkarni sir. Actually, he has brought up major changes. The college is growing higher and higher. So we are very proud, and I feel very proud that I studied in VDIT Haryana. I took up electronics and communication in VDIT Haryana. So later I pursued MTech in digital communication. Then after that, I realized let me go for the administration. I thought of going to being a professor. Later, when I was pursuing post graduation, few of my seniors were trying for the UPC and KPC. So that eagerness even I had. Mainly when I chose becoming an administrator was when I was in 7th standard, when I was studying in a Kittu Science School. That time, district collector was Shalini Rajneesh madam. As you know, today she is the chief secretary of our state. So, our school principal had called as a guest on 15th August. So, by seeing her and by had least knowledge about administration that time because I was in 7th standard. Then, by listening to her speech, the way people respecting her, so I thought like if even I would become a collector or an administrator
one day. So then, when I was pursuing a PG, a few of my seniors, they were trying for the UPSC and KPC. When I thought like, let me give a try. So then I went to Bangalore for 1 year. The, I think for my PS preparation, I took only 1.5 years. Yes. First, I gave a rainforest officer exam. I could clear it. Then even I wrote the clerical jobs also. FD, SP, I could clear it. Then I wrote Group A post, Assistant Conservator of Forest. I cleared prelims, mains, and physical fitness. Later, when it was a turn of interview, I just lost. I could not make it to a list. Just I lost by 3 marks. Then later I wrote a case exam. So even I never thought I would clear the exam. And when the results came, I just scrolled up the list. I was searching for my name. Actually, it was in first rank. So I felt like just I closed my mobile because mostly I did not clear. I thought. Then later one of my friend called. Oh, yours is in the list, and you are first rank. So I felt like. So much of struggle and hard work gives a fruitful one day. So this is my introduction.
We would like to ask some of the questions where it is useful for our students, ma'am. The first question is, how did VDIT education and experience help you in KS journey?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, when I was studying engineering, electronics communication, I actually have to remember two people. I think Gowda sir and Joshi sir. They pushed me so much. One day Joshi sir told like it was a day of farewell. Sir said, "Sir, I want to do MTech. Oh, why don't you try?" He said like, "Why don't you try QPSC?" So I think and then we could make paper presentations and we could it was like first step for competition. How is the competitive world? We would participate in paper presentations, quizzes. The first college fest were really were remembered. So this way, and I remember means I'm very grateful for the library because I never used to read in hostel. I always used to read in library. Right from morning till evening, I used to be in the library. So that helped me very much because in library we can concentrate more. We don't be disturbed. So there will be no disturbance. So that thing VDIT helped me a lot.
What was your preparation strategy for KS examination?
Yes, ma'am. First, when I was in second sem, third sem of MTech, I started reading NCERTs and the state level books, state government books and central government books. So I think by the time I finished my MTech, I could finish all the NCERTs and state government books. So that helped me gaining immense knowledge actually. Then later, I did not go for any. I did not go for any this training means coaching classes. I used to solve every week at least one or two question papers. That was the thing.
What qualities are essential for a successful civil servant?
First thing, we should have a hardworking nature because the hardworking nature, integrity, perseverance, consistency, and we should be smart thinking. So and dedicated and non-corrupt. So these five qualities are very must for a civil servant.
Okay, ma'am. Now, what are your current roles and responsibilities as a civil servant, sir?
Now I'm a Tahsildar, Taluka Magistrate of the Taluk. When it comes to Tahsildar, Tahsildar is the custodian of land, any land. The judicial is a taluka limits, but we are the and it is said that how president is the first citizen of country. That way, taluka magistrate is first citizen of the taluk. So we are the land custodians we deal with the land matters, and you have seen like flood issues come. It may be flood, drought, elections. We have a lot of responsibilities. So whenever government comes up with a new scheme, we are the first to implement it. So mainly we are in the revenue department, government of Karnataka. Any land matter comes to us. So it may be survey, it may be mutations, and mainly the election is the main responsibility for any taluka magistrate.
Okay, ma'am. Now, what are the suggestions you want to give for our students to prepare for the competitive exam and all?
My suggestion for any engineering student, I always tell like the students have to complete their degree very properly, because for any government job aspirant, we should always have a plan A and plan B. So because we have, if they have if the government calls for a notification for 100 posts, there will be 10 lakh people writing for the exam. All the 10 lakh we cannot fit into the government exam. So only 100 posts and 100 people will be recruited. So for any aspirant, I always suggest you should have plan A and B. The plan A, if you want to if you are aspiring for civil services, that is okay, no problem. But being a degree student, you have to complete your degree subjects, because first you focus on your degree, then later you can go for the civil services preparation. Means if plan A doesn't work out, plan B should. Anyhow, government job is not ultimate, I say. So anyhow, we have to survive. So if plan A doesn't work out, plan B should be ready. Plan B for any engineering student, they can go for the core companies or software companies. Even if they pursue MTech, they can go for they can work as a professor. So you should have a plan A and plan B.
You are saying that we need to keep a backup
Yes,
for
ma'am.
party.
Because ultimately government job is not ultimate.
Yeah.
So we have to lead a life. Yeah. For any aspirant or for any applicant, we have limited attempts. 6 to 8 attempts. So when attempts drain out,
Yeah.
what will be our next step? So because I have seen many of my friends, they have drained out all the attempts. Now they are left in jobless. So it should not happen that way.
Okay, ma'am. How engineering helps or supports you in your administration?
It's a great fortune for me being an engineering student. I'm into administration, because very best example is Sir M. Vishwesharaya. He was a great civil engineer and also a Diwan of Mysore. He was a great administrator also. So I think he is the biggest role model for me. And nowadays, yeah, all of you are aware that we have a e-governance. So, government of Karnataka and government of India is coming up with the e-governance. In our every day-to-day office responsibilities, we are using one or the other electronic media. So, I'll just give you an example. We have Bhumi. Bhumi is the greatest great initiative of the government of Karnataka. Bhumi means we have digitized all the land records. It was before it was manual. They used to our village administrative officers. They used to
Manually.
they used to keep up the land records manually. They used to write. But now we have completely digitized. So it is a great use of engineering, that is electronic things in administration. So in one or the other way, and main thing, electronic media or the engineering is helping us delivering the services to the citizens or the people at a faster rate, and it has made every officer or the all the government transparent, accountable, and responsible. So engineering So I request all many engineering students, if they come to administration will be very transparent, and the delivery of services to the people will be very good. So
Ma'am, we want to know how do you balance your work and life?
yes, ma'am. For any IAS or KS or any government servant, it is not only the government services, even the private services. It is very difficult to manage professional life and personal life. During election time, means we have to work day and night, almost 3 to 4 months. That time we feel like, yeah, we are not giving much time to our family. So, but though our day goes hectic, as soon have a 2 year kid now. So whenever I come home, I see her face, I feel like whatever tiredness or exhaustion I have seen in office, it will be washed out in a minute. So that we have to, because very few will get the opportunity of being administrator. So anyhow, we have, it is our interest to become administrator. So somehow we have to manage it.
Ma'am, I want to throw one question, which is back to your engineering life. If you look back, what is your thing you would have done it differently during your college days?
So, during my college days, school days, I was good at academics, but I feel like I was a little away from extracurricular activities. So that created me a stage fear actually. So if I would have participated in the extracurricular activities, it may be paper presentation, anything, it would have given me a great courage to speak now actually. So, but I'm overcoming that stage fear now. But I feel like I regret in that point. So if I would have participated fearlessly that time, uh, today I would have never felt fear of speaking. That is the main point. And I am overcoming by giving so much of interviews actually.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for being with us and sharing your experience and guiding our students in the right way.
Thank you. And thank you so much for the VDIT family for giving me opportunity for sharing my experience of becoming a KS administrator.
ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಶಂಕರ್ ಬಸಲಿಂಗ ಜಿಕಾತಿ. ರಶ್ಮಿ ಜಿಕಾತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಗಳು. ಇವಳು ಪ್ರಥಮವಾಗಿ ಕಿತ್ತೂರು ಸೈನಿಕ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಅದು ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳ ಶಾಲೆ ಕೂಡ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಸ್ತ್ರೀಯರು ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಯಾವ ಸಾಧನೆಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರೋ ಆ ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿದಂಥವ್ರನ್ನ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಎನ್ಯುವಲ್ ಡೇಗೆ ಅವರು ಕರೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅವರಿಂದ ಆಕೆ ನಾನು ಮುಂದೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಭಾವನೆ ಬೆಳೆದಿದ್ದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ. ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಆಕೆ ಹಳ್ಯಾಳ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಬಂದು ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ನಿನ್ನಿಂದ ಏನಾದರೂ ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಐತಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಂತ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಅದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಿತ್ತೂರು ಸೈನಿಕ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬೀಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಆದ್ರೆ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಹಳ್ಯಾಳ ಏನು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಬಂದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಪಟ್ಟರು. ಇದನ್ನ ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀ IAS ಮಾಡು, KAS ಮಾಡು ಅಂತ ಸಖಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಹಿಂಗಾಗಿ ಒಟ್ಟ ಆಕಿ ಕಿತ್ತೂರು ಆಯ್ತು, ಹಳ್ಯಾಳ ಕಾಲೇಜ್, ಬಾಗಲಕೋಟೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್, ನಮ್ಗಿಂತನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಆಕಿ ತಲೆಯೊಳಗೆ ತುಂಬಿದಂಥವ್ರಂದ್ರೆ ಆಕಿ ಕಲಿಸಿದಂತ ಗುರುಗಳು. ಮುಂದೆ ಆಕಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋದ್ಲು ಅದು ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಖುಷಿ ಅನ್ಸಾಕಿತ್ತು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಕೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಇಬ್ರು ಗಂಡ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಪೂರ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಆಕೆಗೆ ಬೆನ್ನೆಲುಬಾಗಿ ನಿಂತು, ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾವು ಆಕೆಗೆ ಬೆನ್ನೆಲುಬಾಗಿ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಆ ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನ ಆಕೆ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸೋಳು. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನೇ ಆಕೆ ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾರ ಆಕೆ ಕಲಿಸಿದಂತ ಗುರುಗಳಿಗಿನ ಅದು ಸಲ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಕೆಲಸ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ.
I'm very much thankful for introducing me through interaction to all the students of KLS VDIT students and beloved principal sir and VDIT faculty members. Each and everyone, I am very much thankful for giving me this opportunity, for giving me introduction and for introducing me to the entire KLS VDIT.